given those demons the old 1-2 right in their void rift, and not a moment too soon. Our shelter plane is excellent practice for your wrenching of all existence from the void's grasp, don't you think? Yes, Source Hunter, I'm feeling quite optimistic myself.
And so we ended the existence of a void demon. A creature so to overcome such a foe, one needs more than skill and cunning. The time will come when all will be revealed, of that I am certain. When it does, I hope you will accept what fate has in store for you, and the powers that are bound to come with it. You are keen, Hunter. Keen on the change that will come. That is good, for you have no choice in the matter. That which lurks within you must manifest. One may put the soul of a tiger in the body of a turkey, and still it will try to hunt. So it is with you. Something greater than all of us lies hidden within the moth. You are but a shell. And I, for one, grow impatient, anticipating that which must hatch.
How many souls were sacrificed to create a bloodstone this powerful?
We can honor those lost by destroying this perversion of their lives.
Welcome the Void! For the Void welcomes you!
My sorrows with aid.
Comet, we are exalted above all others. Soaked to the skin.
sweet relief.
As good as a new penny.
The seven grant abundance. I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
I could
Feeling
do with
hot
a
under the
cold
collar?
drink.
You there, Flatlander. Stay at your business.
Afraid to address your betters, are you? Then why not stand up and face me?
You look a bit too scrawny to do much damage, even if you tried. In the worst case, the orcs would cut you into roast if you tried anything funny. If you're looking for the leaders around here, you've got two to choose from. Jarl, the chief of Wave the Mountain, and Gratilda, the gnashing orc she-devil. I'd tell you to enjoy your stay.
Getting ripped to shreds, can he? Living in fear under the great Gratilda.
Go on then,
Soaked to the skin!
We'll see who'll end up beneath those boots.
Is that what you call those things on your toesies?
eaten all the way to my boot soles.
Gorag doesn't look so fearsome without his second horn. And to think, it was a human who managed to snap it clean off.
I must have got the human, and it's itching like mad.
What? Free to address your betters, are you?
I ain't afraid of a single frog-skinned one of you.
Then why not stand up and face me, boy? One on one.
Once I split an human so clean it up, all his innards stayed firm as apples in his gut. Ever gone bobbing for kidneys?
Blasted mosquitoes. Never a moment's peace with these filthy vermin buzzing in me. Oh, ho, ho. Brother, I've crossed me pests. 'Tweren't a tiny winged bloodsucker whining at me. But it's brother. I think the human's asking me a question. Think I ought to tell the tiny pest who I am? Ought I tell her I lost this horn in a scuffle with another ickle human? Maybe it was this one's brother. That pesky bugger might have got me on, but I've got something too. His wit.
Human, leave it.
What do you want, Blacklander? If you're here for villagers, we've shipped her out already.
Human, leave it alone, self disease. You've got to work today, boss, and got the human, and it's itching like mad.
What? Free to address your betters, are you?
I ain't afraid of a single frog-skinned one of you.
Or am I wrong?
Then why not stand up and face me?
It's all
I need to dry off.
In from Silver Glen, Flatlander.
it's all
Hello again. Do you bring good news? They've survived this carnage so far by concealing themselves most cleverly. I've done my best to guard their hiding place from the slime-bellied rats attempting to sniff them out. But I fear my efforts aren't enough. Until the village has been rid of savages by savages employed. The orcs have one among them. The rat catcher, they call him. But you're not like the brutes inside those walls. No. You approached me. They must be squashed, every last one of them. I've done my best so far. But there are simply too many for one set of claws to...
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
Meet your demise!
The other rats are all clear. There's got to be a more subtle way to exterminate these pests.
Poison ought to do the trick, but I'm fresh out of cheese-flavored deadly nightshade.
Behold these skulls bereft of the lips with
These
which
rats
they
seem mortal.
If we're going to exterminate them, we've got to find a better way to do it.
So many of these skulls are so delectably modern. I can hardly tell which one of them would suit me better.
The All-Mother's orders are the only ones we hear. I'd sooner snap me out.
Just the one calling for me.
What about...
And they a lovely sight up there, all in a row. Sang 'em up myself, I did. Each of the little darlings. A sweeter sight. I never did much care for the term myself. I'm more of a caretaker, you see. The world's a wild place, unpredictable at best. But here, upon these gallows, there's peace, calm. I keep the order, for condemned in this life, perhaps. But when they come to rest in my nooses, their sins are washed away. These aren't thieves and murderers and traitors, you see. After I've laid them to rest here, they're pure as angels. Mild, most of them, yes, but that's far from my own order of business. Our great Queen Gratilda is no stranger at getting her claws bloody, and she'll not hesitate to pluck out a pair of eyes. I handle all the dreaming dears when she's done with them all the same. Whether they're my little ones or hers makes no difference. I'm happy to bring 'em here to rest among me and mine. It'll be an honour. Where are we to start? Pauline came first, the little rogue. A human he was, and Gratiilda ordered him hanged while Jarl was out on the hunt. He was the first I got to tuck in myself since coming to this town. Oh, I remember it like it was yesterday. The fussy little dear didn't want to go to sleep. No, kicked and screamed and did. But he started to calm down and, oh, my little Tierlo. He was a sweet one right from the start. A thief, I think he was in his last life. But he accepted what was to come easy as pie. The guards handed him to me, limp as a doll and shivering with fright. I strung him up nice and slow, so as not to worry the poor dear. Gunnar, you mean? He was one of Gratiilda's. After some impertinent question or other, I believe it was. Impertinent questions. A plague among we orcs they are, ending more deaths than horn rot these days. Well, Gratiilda dispatched him, but it was I who collected the great heavy deer and strung him up here. Gratiilda said he'd be a warning to the others, but I think he's a great addition to the family, to boot. He does look a lovely sort.
Send Gratiilda over the edge, does it?
Fresh
Who'd
apple
have thought
pie!
the greatest threat to the Immaculates would be one of their own?
It's heating up.
In the market for some premium gear, are ya? Anything and everything left behind by vermin after we've exterminated. And I must say, some of these roaches have mighty fine taste. The All-Mother chooses first.
Well. What do we have here? Human reinforcements. No need for a supple. Do you pretend not to know me, child? Surely you stare into my left. The All-Mother called me here to find a certain tiny herd of sheep missing from her flock. Ah, the wolfish shepherd woman, she. I am world-renowned for my ability to search and to find. Why, you might ask, feigning ignorance. Rats, kitten. Rats are always the answer. There's no hole they won't find, no stench that can deter them. No, there is no hiding from a rat, and so there is no hiding from me. I raise them, train and lead. I am their king, and my subjects will find those hidden villages in no time at all! Lost lands, yes, fleeing the slaughter. Naughty! I'll give them quite the spunk. The All-Mother believes those villagers, being the one-time servants of the wizard, will know how to find him. Or at least how to break the enchantments shielding his her mother, yes. And we do suckle from the teat of an iron fist in an iron glove is our Gratiilda. She doesn't tolerate failure any more than I tolerate a spring nymph stealing glimpses of me during bath time. No, Shira, I say, you'll get your fill at the gods. What? Do I look like his secretary? And even if I were, with my head in a tight little bun and my quill at the ready, the All-Mother doesn't share her every concern with me, you know. No, she whispered. Something must have startled them. Was it you, traitor?
See how these rats labor. Even the lowliest beast bears a loyalty utterly unfound in the so-called higher species.
Am I not more faithful than a rat, Jehan? And here I thought we were starting to be friends?
Gratiilda doesn't tell you a thing, does she? We're waiting to find
Even the All-Mother hang for more. Can't say I'll blame ya. They'll mug anything and everything left behind by vermin after we've exterminated. And I must say, some of these roaches have mighty fine taste. The All-Mother chooses first from among the spoils, and the rest she grants to us to use or turn to profit.
Well, some say death, but it's a second-hand life, I take.
I get all the peace I need from serving the goddess. A life of peace, I say. Let the lost die that we may live.
Feeling hot under the collar.
You may think you'll get away. Well, by the boot soles of Burl Boonhammer, what have we here?
Another human in Hunter's Edge. State your business, whelp.
Hail, Immaculate. By the sickle of Tyr Gutgouger, I'm glad to see another human face here in Hunter's Edge. Not yet.
If you fancy keeping that human face of yours, I wouldn't take my cues from the chief of the mountain apes. I may have sworn to refrain from...
Regular ray of sunshine, ain't she? Don't let her manners fool you, though. Her disposition may be... Believe me when I tell you that she's plotting against us as we speak, and would have long given the order to spill our blood if she wasn't leashed by the... But by the shield of the Stormbringer, she'll not outfox the sworn brothers of Tannaroth. And I sincerely hope she won't outfox the likes of you either. You belong to the Silverglen tribe, I take it. Yes, an outsider, not as yet distrusted by the orcs, is exactly what I need in the matter of the missing bloodstones and the matter of the wizard's house. But let's talk in my headquarters over yonder. For by the beard of the Bear Slayer, there are two... Just get out, sort of magic ball.
Even vermin leave behind a worthy scrap or two.
Cheers. Though I wish there were other bombs that go up around here.
I told you it was a mistake to kill all of them in alongside the men. What a stupid...
Toasty! Hey, Conduit's orders.
May your sword never sully, and your shield never shatter. The Bloodstones are the reason we came here in the first place. The Conduit has need of star stones imbued with human... Both the Brotherhood and the Orcs were given their share of stones, and we filled them to the brim with blood, then stored them for the Conduit to collect when she... Last night, though, someone raided this very building and disappeared with our stones. They were being guarded by Garrick Giantbane, a son of the mountain had in trust with my life. Grutilda says he ran off with the Bloodstone. The Orcs stole the stones. Of that I'm certain. Grutilda is hatching some plan, and we'll all be in dire straits indeed if it comes to fruition. That is why I ask of you to find proof. Proof that it was an orc that did the deed. Once I have it, I have a reason to assault the orcs without risking the wrath of the Conduit. She'll not stand for theft among Immaculates. So find me that proof, and we'll slaughter. I am Jarl Woodokson, father among brothers, son among the mountains. Me and our lives are devoted to the hunt. Every town and every city we find, we plunder and burn and put to the sword. Sacrifices are they all to the might of the mountains. Tokens of reverence. Gods we have plenty. Of war, of death and of victory. But now, a goddess we have too. Aye, we have seen the workings of Bloodstone, and loyal are we to she who unites in blood. By the teeth of Kjell Wolfjaw, as if the Conduit asked us to do what we do best. Invade and destroy. She set us on our way with a store of starstones. We didn't know Grutilda's dogs had beat us there by a half day. But no matter. There was still plenty of strays to be caught and bled by the time we arrived. Now all that's left is finding a way into the wizard's house. The Conduit's looking for something in... Now we're here waiting for further orders from the Conduit herself. She's gone into the Phantom Forest nearby, but we expect to hear from her shortly. I only hope we'll have the matter of the missing bloodstones sorted by then. I'll not have a soul saying where the mountain failed to follow. Gratilda is worshipped like a goddess by her troops, and she rules like a deity too. All-knowing, all-powerful and merciless. She's smart and ruthless. Truly an opponent to be feared. The conduit was wise to go to the Orcs with promises of allegiance, for they are a force that few in Rivellon can withstand. But she also knows that the pact cannot last. She's well aware the Orcs will eventually go. She needn't fear them, of course. The conduit is constructing an army of warriors even the Orcs behold with dread. But it is we brothers of the mountains that may have to bear the brunt of their onslaught when Gratilda knows the pact was never meant to last. She understands she's being used as a battering ram, as a tool to breach the gates and clear the path to triumph, only to be discarded by its operators. She knows, and she's plotting her revenge. I can see it in those feral eyes of hers. She's surrounded by her elite. She whispers poisonous orders in the ears of her vile rat herder. No, it's no coincidence all her bloodstones have gone missing. By the hammer of Fjordalk, and with the Spinebreaker at her side, it's a terrible nightmare she's concocting. Aye, an orc so vile it has taken rats for pets. They swarm about him like Nevertheless, it's my belief that unlike the other males among the orcs, he's no fool. He's a spy, a discoverer of secrets. Right now he's looking for the lost wizard servants, and gods protect them if he finds them. We would merely kill him. That rat lover, on the other hand. Where we go, death is the horror that looms behind us. Where he goes, death is a mercy. Gratilda's hulking, horrible dog. Built like a brick house and with a mind as black as pitch. There's no indignity he wouldn't inflict on any man, woman. Gratilda stores him above the tavern and sends him playthings one at a time. A sentence worse than death. The Orcs? No, I respect their warlike nature, for it's like ours. I respect their lust for slaughter, for we share it with them. I respect their loyalty to their leader, for I am likewise respected by my brothers. But when push comes to shove, I'd flay them all. Why, you may ask? Why hate them when you and them are so alike? I hate them because we are alike. I hate them because I know ours is a hate they reciprocate with blazing fury. Like two dragons are we that must share a single lair. Can't be done. Sooner or later, talons will rise and fire burst forth until one is So it is with the Sworn of Tanneroth, and so it is with the Orcs of the Wild. One day the battle must be. One day we will feast. The deal is this. When we attacked Hunter's Edge, we and the Orcs had the village completely surrounded to ensure no one could escape. The plan was a good one, for only some blacksmith and his wife managed to flee after their little demon of a pet bit an Orc's arm off.
Go find yourself a sheep if you're so bloody hot and bothered.
A sheep? Back to me. I'm gonna call it.
The wizard and his servants eluded us. But we know that the servants at least are still hiding somewhere around town. We need to find those damn people. My men have been searching the village non-stop, and the Orcs have put their rat herder on the job. But we also have some survivors. An Orc torturer, courtesy of Gratilda, has been trying to find out where the servants are hiding, but has no finesse whatsoever, and almost instantly kills his victims. We've offered to do it for him, but Gratilda remains adamant he's the best of the best. Maybe you'd have better luck, though, if you're up for a spot of torture. I don't know much about him, to be frank, and I don't care to. The conduit says he's in possession of an artifact she needs, which is why we've been trying to gain entry to his house. But by the...
Must be Xandar. Thankfully, these bloodthirsty brutes haven't found him yet.
Let's hope we catch up with him before they do.
That's no reason to keep ignoring. No, go screw yourself with a rusty base, why don't you?
This is taking bloody ages. I need a drink and a breather.
Right, new... Hey! keep your eyes off my cards, Flatlander. But why not? The looting's done. There ain't much work to go round. A hand or two, grab a chair and we'll deal you in. If you ain't afraid to lose your boots. Hey, keep your eyes off my cards, Flatlander.
Here, keep your eyes off my cards, Flatlander. Well, why not? Then grab a chair and we'll deal you in.
Right.
Hey! Keep your hands off my cards, Flatlander. Well, why not? The looting's... Grab a chair and we'll deal you in.
You the one Jarl sent to replace the ham-fisted toadskin downstairs? About bloody time. The beast down there goes through prisoners like Gilda Godsword goes through suit. Jarl gave you the all clear to try your hand, did he? All the better. That big brute downstairs hasn't the faintest idea what he's doing. Clubs witness after witness over the head, smashing him to bits before... A son of the mountain am I, and a blood brother of Jarl besides. Chief placed me in charge of guarding the hatch to the prison cellar. Knows I won't hesitate to split the throat of any man or orc who...
Shut your mouth or I'll shut it for you. Get back in there.
Shut tight. All is right.
Here to take over for those half-wits, are you? Thank the goddess's gilded garter. Now we'll get some progress. My assignment... Well, we guards are Jarl's eyes and ears, see? We keep watch over these prisoners, sure. But we listen in on the goings-on inside the torturer's chambers, too. Never know what them greenskins could be withholding. Not to mention the man in charge is a great green goon. An orc named Law. At his right hand, he's got a snivelling little goblin named... Well, I reckon it don't much matter. Their heavy-handed inquisition has killed so many prisoners. We're down to our last few out of a score. Standard fare. Frightened, good-for-nothing weaklings if I ever saw them. There's 2 in lockup now, with a third getting the treatment on the torturer's rack. Gruntilda keeps it locked tighter than a chastity belt, she does. I sometimes wish Chief hadn't granted so many of her bleeding demands. But I suppose he thought it better to... One of her soldiers has got the key to the place. Myself, I've never seen the inside. Wouldn't surprise me a bit to hear the orcs are keeping the best of the spoils to themselves.
Kill me now. Here to take over for those half-wits, are you? Thank the goddess Gilded Garter. Now we'll get some progress under... The man in charge is a great green goon. An orc named Law. At his right hand, he's got a snivelling little goblin named... well, I reckon it don't much matter. There...
Kill me now, then. Go on, do it.
What's going on in there? It sounds awful.
Are you gonna get out, are you? You won't look so shiny.
You can poke my eyes